Bitcoin crashed below $50,000 for the first time since February of this year, and the fear and greed index is at extreme fear at the moment. The crash has caused more than $1 billion in liquidations just in the last couple of days. So, what's the play now? Historically, every time you see major liquidations like these, you see a market bounce in the coming weeks. And this is another big spike we had yesterday, the major liquidation event. I'm expecting a similar bounce in the coming weeks from these current levels. And it's not just Bitcoin. We had major crash in the stock market, and guess what? While retail was getting liquidated and selling, institutions bought over $14 billion on the crash. And in crypto, you could actually buy the crash. Bitcoin went below 50,000. In my opinion, that was a good price to enter, and I've bought some Bitcoins. And in the retail stocks, the platforms were down, so retail couldn't actually buy stocks while institutions were loading up. So why was the market crashing to begin with? Well, there is tensions in the Middle East, but it turns out that was not really the major reason. The main reason was unwinding of yen carry trade. So what exactly is this? Japan is the only major economy with ultra low interest rates. So what institutions are doing are borrowing money in Japanese yen at almost 0% interest, investing that in US market, the crypto market, make a yield and pay back the Japanese loan. This is pretty much easy money, and this is what institutions have been doing. Now here is the problem. Everybody started doing this, so US dollar was gaining significantly over Japanese yen, and Bank of Japan finally had to step in and raise interest rate. And that move from Bank of Japan caused a major sell-off in dollar yen FX rates. This is more than a 10% drop in just a month. The implications of that crash means you need more dollars to pay back your loan in yen, and you can't really wait for 5% return at the end of the year. So how much of this carry trade is still left? Is it all done with this market liquidation? I don't think so. There's still a lot to go. As you can see from this chart, there is 250 trillion yen in cross-border bank lending. That's about 1.5 trillion US dollars. $1.5 trillion. That's a lot of unwinding to go. So are we going to keep crashing until all of that 1.5 trillion is unwinded? There is a high chance no. Bank of Japan may actually back off, especially if they're pressured from the US. I hope you guys have a better understanding of what caused the market crash, what's Japanese carry trade, what the institutions are doing. If you want to learn and stay ahead of all this, make sure to follow.